To the fifth day and final day of our Balance and Grow Your Life challenge. So I'm in Pennsylvania, and my crazy hair is I already had to go out and look at the snow today. We already got snow. We're still getting more. So, are you guys getting snow where you're at? Let me know you're watching this from and if you're getting snow. I'll be posting pictures on Facebook later of the snow because my husband had to get out early. So, I will be shoveling to get my daughter to work. All right. So, today is the fifth and final day of our Balance and Grow Your Life challenge. Once again, if this is your first time popping in, catching any of these days, make sure you're in my Facebook group, which is Healthy, Wealthy, and Wise, a faith-based journey to do more, give more, and serve more. Because after this video, you're going to want to pop in there and check out the action steps. Because each day there's a video, and then there's action steps to complete for this challenge. All right. So, speaking of action steps, today is truly actions time because we've spent a lot of time this week learning about different things and reflecting on how it applies to us and how we think. And it's been a lot of learning and reflecting. And today it's time to, get in and get our hands dirty. So, but before we get rolling, there's one last reflection step that you're going to use. I'm going to use a wheel illustration for this. This is the first in the three steps. So these three steps that I'm going to cover today, to balance and grow your life. Now that we've had all of the information, we've learned all the things, we've learned about the 7 areas of life, we've learned about the blockers, we've learned about the accelerators. Now we're ready to implement the 3 steps to build and grow your life. All right. First step is looking at the wheel of a life, our wheel of life, and that is when you're looking at a wheel, there's 3 parts to a wheel, right? You have the hub, you have the spokes, and then you have the valve. That's the 3 parts that we're talking about, the wheel. And so these 3 parts are all step 1. The hub is your foundation. It's what your life is based on. What is the anchor point of your entire life? That is your hub. Now, the spokes are the areas of life that we talked about. We already talked about 7 areas of your life, and they're being fitness, finance, family, field, faith, fun, and friends, right? Those are the spokes of the wheel. So we're familiar with that. So you need to think about what is your hub, what is the foundation. Then we're going to reevaluate all those spokes, all those 7 areas of your life. And then we're going to look at the valve. So the valve in your wheel is what motivates you. Which of those areas of your life are you passionate about? And don't overthink this, go with your gut feeling. All right. And don't judge yourself. Okay. And sometimes it's okay to have 2, because like for me, I find like my hub is going to be my faith and family, but my valve is more my finance and fitness. Okay. And and if you know me, you're probably laughing when I say it, not in fitness in the realm of exercise and things like that, but fitness in the realm of just taking care of myself and my health, because I have autoimmune issues. So that takes a lot of that. Okay. All right. So step 1 is evaluating those 3 areas of your life. Just sitting back and saying, okay, what is the foundation of my life? How do I feel about the 7 areas? Now that we did early in this week, we already evaluated our 7 areas, so I'm not going to go into that now. But then you need to identify your valve, okay, the thing that motivates you. So once you have those 3 things, step 2 is goal setting. Now, I have another video on smart goal setting, and you might want to check that out just to kind of learn more about how to create a goal. And make sure it hits all of the aspects of a goal to make it truly a goal and make it more attainable for you. But right now we're going to look at the 7 areas of our life, and we're going to see where we want to be. Now we're going to take that brain dump that we did on Tuesday, and we're going to go back over that. We're going to reevaluate that, and we're going to say, okay, in each of my areas, we're going to start with dreaming. All right. We're going to say in my area of fitness, if I knew I couldn't fail, what would my life be like in the realm of fitness, right? Maybe you have a goal weight, maybe you have the way you feel, maybe you have, you want to run a marathon, maybe, whatever that goal is for you, or whatever dream you have to be able to achieve, you're going to put that down. All right. Then we're going to break that down to 3 actionable, attainable steps that are going to move you towards that dream. Okay. So in case you're just joining us the first time, this whole challenge is based on the ULA book, and there'll be a link in the action steps for you to grab that if you want. But one thing Dr. Troy says in there is when you're dreaming, Think of the biggest audacious thing that you want in life for that area of your life, and then think bigger. Okay. So dreams are things that we would go after if we knew we couldn't fail, right? Because sometimes that fear of failure is what keeps us from dreaming big. All right. So we're going to create a dream for each of those areas of life. Like, what do you envision your life being like if you knew you couldn't fail? And again, we're going to do this for our fitness, which is all things health, our finance, all things money, our field, which is our career, our stay at home mom, or a student, whatever that daily life looks like for us. We're going to do it for family, for our faith, right? For our fun and for our friends. So each of those areas of life, we're going to have a goal. And it doesn't always have to be something huge, but just something that you've been wanting or striving. And then we're going to make 3 goals for that. Now, if this is confusing for you, don't worry. Pop on my group. I will have a worksheet in there for you that breaks this down for you for each area, 3 goals and a dream, just like Dr. Troy does it in the book, or Dr. Dave, I'm not sure which one. I'll have that worksheet for you. All right. So we've evaluated our wheel. We identified our hub. We know what our spokes are like, and we know what our valve is. Then we go in and we create dreams, right? We're going to dream a little on what we want our life to look like. If our life was balanced and growing, what would that look like for us? Because it's going to be different for everyone. And we're going to write that dream down. And then we're going to back up and say, okay, in order for that dream to happen, here's 3 goals that I have to hit. Now, I'm not saying once those 3 goals are hit, you've achieved your dream, because that could be pretty big. If your dream is really big, which I hope it is for some of those areas, you may have to just take, okay, these are 3 goals that'll move me in that direction. All right. Because we're gonna do this process more than once, right? I do it at least annually. And I know some people that do it even quarterly. Okay. So once we've done that, and there's some few other exercises you're going to go in there. And now that you've had, like, once you do that, you're going to be, to keep you from being overwhelmed by essentially 21 goals. My hair is really a mess. Winter hats don't do good for me. All right. Once you have those 21 goals, we're going to identify the top 7 goals, and we're going to circle them. You get the worksheet, you know what I'm talking about. You're going to circle those goals. Then out of those 7, we're going to identify our ULA 1. And that's part of your action steps today in the group. So if you're not in the group, pop on in there and you'll get that explained. Now, so that's step 2. Step 3, for our third step to creating a life of balance and growth, is going to be the daily action plans, because this is the secret sauce. This is what's going to get you. Creating the goals and having the vision is awesome, but if you don't have a plan to get there, it's never going to happen. So we're breaking this down day by day. Now, if you have read the book, you know the method the boys do, and that's the magic of the index card, right? And what do I mean by the magic of the index card? The magic of the index card is when the habit that you create each and every night, you pull out the index card, you draw a line down the middle. On one side, you're writing things like, oh, I have to do the laundry, I have to run to the grocery store, I have to pick up clothes from the cleaners, I have to weed the garden, whatever those daily activities that you have to do that are required of you in your daily life, the must do's. Maybe it's, taking your kids somewhere, or whatever. All of those go on the sun side. But there's another side. And on the other side, you're going to write down 3 action steps, at least 3 action steps that are going to get you closer. Now, these aren't big things like write a book. No, that doesn't go here. What might go here is maybe spend 30 minutes creating an outline for the book that you might write. Maybe it's going for a walk. Maybe it's creating a meal plan, or starting to create a meal plan. Maybe it's researching something. Depending on what your goals are, these are little itty bitty steps that you can do tomorrow within the next 24 hours that are going to get you one step closer to the life that you were created to live, the life you were designed by God to live, because He created you for a purpose. Okay? You have a purpose and you have a mission. And you're going to have to create the life of balance and growth to get there. All right. So I've added one extra step, and this is just my style. When I got my index card and I have my list of things I have to do, my list of things that I want to do to move my life a little closer, the back, it's all blank. Now, some people say, well, flip it over and use that a different day. No. I say, write your goal. It's important for us to write our goals down each and every day and keep them in front of us. So if I write my goal out here, I've got it in front of me. Or maybe it's a life verse or an affirmation, but something that's going to keep your eye on the prize so that this doesn't get mundane. This is inspirational. This is the action steps. All right, guys? So you want to make this a habit. Habits are amazing. Habits are life changing because it's not the big steps and the big achievements throughout our life that change our life. It's the small daily steps that we do consistently that change our life. All right. Speaking of that, if you have health goals and if you feel like you need some extra support around them, join us for my 90-day reset. And what that is building an attainable foundation of health. And you will see that in my group or shoot me a message and we'll chat about that. It's all about I'm jam packing of information. I've got guest speakers coming in. I've got prizes. I've got information, challenges, all jam packed in this program. All you have to do is buy your supplements because I'm buying mine. I can't buy yours too. You buy your supplements and you get in the group. Um, and we can chat about those. And there's ways around that if that's not something that you can do. But that it's going to be amazing. It starts January 31st. It runs for 90 days. So we're thinking February, March, and April, right? Now, whatever your health goals are, this 90-day reset is going to help you get there because it doesn't matter if it's weight loss. It doesn't matter if it's just feeling better in your body. It doesn't matter if it's reducing inflammation in your joints. It doesn't matter if it's controlling your sugar. This 90-day reset is going to help you get there. Now, health. If you have financial goals, reach out to me because faith-based financial freedom might be a good program for you to pop in for your year of transformation. But shoot me a message, comment below, let me know what your goals are. Give me your ULO one. If you don't know what it is, pop on my group, check out the system, check out the worksheet, and then share your ULO one. All right, guys, I will see you on Monday.